Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Subhan. I'm a student from batch 14 um, of Programming Hero. Today I'm going to answer some question as it is given to me for a assignment task as an assignment task. So let's dive into the questions. The first question is, what is the difference between a div and a span, and when should we use each? Okay. So that basically div is a block level element. When we use div, it will take the full length of the browser. So for like uh, for group of elements, we want to use in a container like inside a container like elements, we use div. It will take full length. Span is inline element. When in a line of code or in a context like a text or multiple uh, images, we can use separately anything in a line by span tag. So that's why it's an inline element, and when we use a specific style for a specific thing in a line, we use span tag. Okay, moving to question number 2. What is the CSS box model? Explain content, padding, border, and margin. Uh, CSS box model is actually how our style portray in our browser. That is actually basically CSS box model. The content is the main thing inside the element. The text, images we use, and after that comes the border. The border line of the content. It is the end line. So padding is the space between the border and the content. The middle gap is the padding. And after that, outside of the border, the space around it is the margin. Okay, moving to number 3. What is the difference between a CSS class and ID? When we should use one over another. Okay, for external CSS, we use class and ID. Like for multiple, and when we want to style multiple elements at the same time, we use classes, and we use ID when we want to style a specific element. Uh, the thing is, when we want same styles for multiple things, we should use class, and when we want to use class for a specific element, we will use ID, and ID name should be unique for the element. That shouldn't be used for any other element. The name shouldn't be used for any other element. Other name can be applicable. Okay. So moving to the number 4. What is flexbox, and what's the difference between justify content and align item? Flexbox actually a layout system for styling. Justify content, when we use flex, after that we define how we want to like want to be the flexed element in horizontally in the end, center, or spacing around them. We use that by justify content, and the same thing like the justify content align is the same thing, but it moves through horizontally. The horizon sorry vertically, and the justify content is horizontal. Sorry, I just mixed up. Okay, so the final question. What is the difference between positions? Relative position, absolute, and fixed. Okay, relative position is we can move anywhere the content, but it in the browser, or the element in the browser, but it will not give up its space. The space will be there. The original space will be intact. Absolute position, it moves around its parents. I mean, we can margin its movement by the parent element. And fixed actually fixed set at position, we can fix anywhere, fix the element anywhere in the browser, like top, middle, center, middle, anywhere. But when you scroll down, the fixed thing will be be in the same place where we fixed it. Okay. So I hope I can answer all the question. I have answered all the question. Pardon me if I am wrong. Okay. Good night, everyone.